Hey guys, I'm Greg Builds, and welcome to this Minecraft build tutorial. On this episode, we're going to create a large cathedral building, and this large building has a ton of interior space, and there are many possibilities on what you can use this building for. Now this building uses relatively easy materials to gather, and this build is broken down into 11 easy to follow steps, and without further ado, let's start the build. And here's a complete list of the materials you'll need to build this house. Also, this entire build project will require 23 block by 33 block area spacing. And I marked my area out with coarse dirt blocks, and you can do the same, and that way we'll know how big the layout is before we start the build. Step 1. First let's add in the stone brick arches. We'll need 106 stone bricks, and 60 stone brick stairs. At the back left corner, move over and back a space. Then make a 6 tall stone brick column. Then leave 5 blocks of spacing in between. Then make another 6 tall column. Then let's add stone brick stairs on top of the columns, and we can make it 3 stairs tall, and we can add upside down stairs underneath. Then let's add 3 more stairs on the other side with upside down stairs underneath as well. Then let's add a block in the center. Then let's do the same at the right corner of the outline, moving over and back a space. Then making a 6 tall column. Then leave 5 blocks of space in between. Then make another 6 tall column and connect on top with stairs. Then let's add an archway on top of the dirt outline, and make this column 13 blocks tall. Then make another column on top of the outline 13 blocks tall as well. Then let's connect on top with 3 stairs on either side, and a block in the center. Then let's do a similar pattern in the front, and we can start by moving over a space, and then making a 6 tall column. Then leave 5 blocks of space in between. Make another column. Then connect to the top with stairs. Then let's add another arch 1 space over from the right side of the outline. Then once completed with this arch, we can add in a center arch, and start by moving back to the 4th block back. And this will leave 2 grass blocks in front of the dirt outline. And we can make this column a total of 13 blocks tall as well. Then we can make another column, and move back to the 4th block as well, and add in a 13 tall column. Then we can connect the arch on top with 3 stairs on either side, and we can add upside down stairs underneath. Step 2. Next, let's add in the walls. We'll need 172 diorite, 176 oak planks, and 88 spruce planks. Let's start by adding in diorite blocks along the bottom, and we can wrap this along the back here. Then along the side, and behind the front columns as well. Then let's do a similar pattern on the other side, with diorite blocks that wrap around the bottom and back along the back side of the house. Then let's add in another matching row that is at the fourth block up, and we can follow the outline of the row below it. Then let's add in oak planks and spruce planks for the walls. And for this, we can add in oak planks. Then let's add in the spruce planks. Then for the side, we can make sure there's 2 rows of oak planks, then 2 blocks of spruce, then 2 more columns of oak, and we can continue this pattern along the bottom. And we can also do the same pattern for the top half as well. And the openings above the spruce planks will be for glass panes later on. Then we can fill in the front with a similar pattern to the back archway, with oak planks and spruce planks. Then we can fill the other side of the cathedral in as well. Step 3. Next was add in the floor. We'll need 561 stone brick blocks. Next was add in stone brick blocks for the floor. And I'm going to start my floor outside the main archway and continue inwards. Also, you can always change your floor to a different type of material if you prefer a different look for your floor. But I'm going to use stone brick blocks for mine, as I think it matches the exterior of the building. Step 4. Next was adding the center arch walls and support columns. We'll need 4 spruce doors, 144 stone brick blocks, 30 oak planks, and 36 spruce planks. First, let's replace the oak planks with spruce ones, and this will make the side of the house more decorative. Then let's add in oak columns that line up with the center of the arch. Then let's add in 4 doors. Then we can add spruce planks above that. Then let's leave 2 blocks of spacing in between each section and add in more spruce planks. And we can do this all the way up, leaving 2 blocks of spacing and then adding in more spruce planks. Then let's do the same on the backside with oak planks for the center. Then spruce planks placed at the side, and we can leave 2 blocks of spacing in between each spruce row. Then let's add in stone brick blocks that are flush with the second set of spruce planks. Then let's carry the crossbeam to the other side. Then we can add in columns that connect down as well. Then let's leave 6 blocks of spacing in between. And we can make a 2 wide column. Then we could double check that there's 6 blocks of spacing in between. Then let's do the same on the other side, leaving 6 blocks of spacing and making a 2 wide column. Then we could do it again for the other side as well. Then after this, we can continue the rows up on the end arches as well. Step 5. Next was adding the small side roofs. We'll need 360 stone brick stairs and 60 stone brick blocks. Let's start by adding in stone brick stairs along the side of the arch. And we could connect them up with the arch in the back. And we could continue the stairs up for a total of 3 rows. Then in the center, we could add in stone brick blocks for the center ridge line. Then we could add in 3 rows on the other side as well. Then let's do the same exact process for the other side of the cathedral, with 3 rows of stone brick stairs that connect with the back arch. Then a ridge along the top made out of stone brick blocks. And then we can continue with 3 more rows of stairs on the other side. Step 6. Next was adding the walls to the upper tower. We'll need 252 stonework blocks for this step. For this, let's add 2 rows of stonework blocks on top of the existing beam. Then let's add 2 more rows on the other side as well. Then let's add a connecting beam along the top. And we can do this for the other side as well. Then let's make sure the wall on the end has 2 stone brick columns. Then leave 2 blocks of spacing. Then add in 2 more columns. And we can continue this pattern leaving 2 open spaces, then 2 stone brick columns. And we can do this all the way to the other side as well. Step 7. Next was fill in the windows to the cathedral. We'll need 296 yellow stained glass panes. For this step, we could fill in all the openings around the cathedral building with yellow stained glass panes. And you can always use another color glass or regular glass if you prefer a different look, as it's completely up to you. But for my building, I especially like the yellow stained glass panes, as I think it looks nice for this build project. Step 8. Next was add in the center upper roof section. We'll need 168 spruce stairs and 32 spruce planks. For this roof, let's use spruce stairs and fill the opening along the top. Then once we reach the center ridgeline, we can use spruce planks. And then we can switch back to stairs, and we can fill the remaining sections with spruce stairs. Step 9. Next was add in the concrete columns. We will need 80 gray concrete blocks for this step. Now these columns add extra detail to the building. And to add them in, we can start by moving over to the 7th block back. Then making a column on the 7th block back. And we can continue this column up and wrap it in with the roof line up above. And again, this is purely for decoration and detail, but I find it a nice addition to the build project. Then we can add another concrete column with the 7th block back over here. Then once completed, we can add 2 more arches on the last side of the building, and we could place each one at the 7th block back along the building. Now, if gray concrete is too difficult for you to gather, you can always replace this block with another material, such as granite, anzonite, or any other block you prefer. Step 10. Next was adding the interior lighting. We'll need 23 cobblestone wall sections and 45 lanterns. For this, I'm going to add in lanterns, and I'm going to place them along the main walkway as we walk in. Then after that, I'm going to add in cobblestone wall sections. And then I'm going to add lanterns on top, and this will provide extra lighting. Now, you can always add as much lighting or as little lighting as you prefer to your building project. Step 11. Lastly is the interior. And inside here, there's plenty of room. And this could be turned into a large meeting hall. Or it could be divided up into smaller apartment areas. Or another good idea is it could be used for indoor farms. But I left my area open. But I could always fill it with benches, pews, or anything else of that matter. But again, your interior is completely up to you. And let me know down in the comments what you think the interior should be. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions about the build or would like to leave some feedback, I would love to hear it. Also, make sure to subscribe because I create build tutorials just like this one every week. I'll catch you in the next one. Later guys! Want more build tutorials? I've made a playlist that might interest you on my channel. Make sure to check them out.